Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back from the MLG offices in New York City. I'm Axel Toss, joined by a giant Smurf. Of course, Smurf, you might not know of him, but you should. You might not know of me, which you I don't know. You don't have to know about me.
If you don't know about Axel Toss, you
okay.
do not watch StarCraft.
Nah, it's okay. Now, Smurf, more importantly, very good at StarCraft. You're a Grandmaster. You know what you're talking about. I just want to get that out.
I think I know what I'm talking about.
He knows what he's talking about. He's played a lot of StarCraft 2. He's observed as well in some MLG events. He's done some community casting. Smurf, again, great to have you on today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Good. Hopefully we can do it again in the future. In fact, this is probably definitely going to happen. But we got Daisy versus Pal. This is Game 2, Group Stage number 1. In the top left-hand location, I present your yellow Protoss player. He got to this event with a little bit of help from Reddit and is currently down 0-1 to Daisy, but he has very solid mechanics. He knows what he's doing. He is Pal, his opponent in the bottom right, your red Protoss player, currently up 1-0. He is Daisy, and we got a really early probe scout from Pal. What do you make of this?
I think he's worried about rushes. He's seen the aggressive play of Daisy. He's seen that Daisy's not afraid to, chrono boost out that warp gate and be aggressive off the start. And he wants to make sure that there's no shenanigans going on. So Pal's certainly playing as safe as possible. However, we do see that Pal actually has the cybernetics core timing. He's got about a 7-second advantage. So whether or not he wants to turn that into some gateway aggression, we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. Now, Pal's scouting early to make sure, just to be absolutely sure of what's going on. I think that's very wise. He's going to see 3 guys in both these gases. Sees his opponent taking a pretty good tech advantage. Now, scouting with this early probe, it's not the biggest of deals. It's a minor economic thing, but more importantly, when you compare it to your opponent, it's a mirror matchup, right? So any decision you make, your opponent cannot make that decision and take an advantage somehow. So that's kind of exemplified here. The probe coming forward, scouting. That's not only money lost there for Pal, but essentially money gained there for Daisy. Again, not a massive deal, but something to consider going forward, and we'll have to see if Daisy can convert. But the give and take there is the vision, the knowledge of what's going on. And Daisy scouting a little bit later, he's going to find out what's going on as well, so his economy is going to be a little bit better. And this is just such minor numbers, but it's actually pretty important when it's pros playing against each other, when it's the best of the best going against each other. But still able to get inside his opponent's main base, seeing the double gas. Both these players teching up, Pal going for the Stargate, and Daisy going for the Twilight.
Yes, very interesting. Typically, I would say the Twilight Council does have a slight advantage over the Stargate, but it really depends on what these players decide to go. Pal going for the Oracle, and I love it. The Oracle is the type of unit where if you catch your opponent off guard, it can do a lot of damage, as it does kill those probes in 2 shots.
Yeah.
However, we do have Blink coming out of Daisy. Now this is going to be another aggressive play, as he's going to be chrono boosting that Blink out as soon as possible. Going to be getting that Stalker count out and going to be knocking on the front door of Pal. Now Daisy has to be careful. I mean, if his Stalkers are on the map when that Oracle slides into his mineral line, things can be...
His Phoenix is going to see it.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's actually a big deal. We don't really know. I mean, Daisy could have noticed something on his mini-map. You don't know if he actually looked at it. But
he also saw nothing coming out of the Stargate from Pal with that hallucinating Phoenix. Just a great scout there. Oh, but that's a nice scout there from Pal, able to see this pylon on the high ground, but looks like he's not going to feel comfortable enough to go up there and see it. And it's funny, both these players know where a pylon is, but they're not going to go get it. It's one of those things where you're like trying to set a trap for your opponent by putting a pylon in the middle of the map to get your opponent to go for it, and then you try to take him off guard. Now, the Oracle coming forward, not getting a lot of damage done. Going to have to back up. 0 kills to his name. He does see a lot of Stalkers, though, so he might know about this play. What would you like to see out of Pal? I mean, I feel like a Void Ray should be coming out. He's just teching. I don't know if he knows about this.
Yeah, Pal going for the expansion, and the Robotics loses the Oracle without getting any damage done. So it's basically a very, very expensive scout, but he didn't actually scout what he needed to. I mean, he does not see the Twilight Council. He does not see the additional gateways.
I'm nervous.
He does not see the lack of an expansion. Pal he's in trouble.
Okay, so ideally you have some sort of tech to deal with this, and he has really nothing on the map that can really help him as far as tech is concerned. He's got some Stalkers, he's got 2 sentries. Oh, but Daisy's definitely going to deny this natural. He's even waiting until might even wait until it finishes. No, he might just start attacking it. And now an Immortal should be chrono boosted as soon as humanly possible. But Pal's going to be supply blocked. No, he shouldn't be.
Yeah, he can't afford the Immortal.
Yeah, not yet.
Another Zealot coming in for Pal. Pal, he's got to do something. I mean, he's going to cancel this Nexus. He's throwing down an additional gateway. He needs to Chrono Boost out Immortals and Void Rays.
The Force Field, don't let him blink up on top of you. No, the Stalker's coming up. There's the Force Field's a little bit late. Zealot's trying to get some damage done onto those Stalkers, but Daisy doing a great job targeting down the Stalkers there from Pal. Pal has a supply advantage, though, so this isn't terrible, but now we're starting to see the blink play involved, which is going to mean Daisy's going to be able to out-micro his opponent pretty easily, but an Immortal being Chrono Boosted out here for Pal. Is this a doable hold for him?
You know, the lack of high ground vision from Daisy does give Pal a slight advantage. However, Daisy has to pass the ramp. Stalker's blinking forward, going to target down the Immortal. The Immortal has absolutely no room to move back. However, a few Stalkers going down. Will he be able to pick off that last Stalker? No.
Oh my God.
That red Stalker is going to escape. And with that Immortal going down, Daisy actually has a huge advantage. However, Nexus Cannon activating, and that's actually a big deal.
Wow.
It's going to allow at least one, maybe two more Immortals going to be coming out.
He's going to wait for that Immortal to come out, and then I blink forward and get it, I think.
No, that would be too risky.
Okay. Yeah, because with the two Zealot, like, I love the positioning of Pal here. I feel like if the Immortal popped on the left-hand side, it would be doable to blink over to the left and kill it, but on the right-hand side, he has those two Zealots in the front. Oh, here he goes. He's going to try to go for it. Turning on the Sentry.
Oh, wow. That was actually a very, very smart move from Daisy. By targeting down the Sentry, Pal loses the Guardian Shield, and Guardian Shield is actually a very, very big deal when you're defending against Blink Stalkers.
Oh, it's up. It's up. Photon overcharges up, and here come the Stalkers. Blinking to the side, targeting down the Immortal. Mothership Core doing no damage from above. He's going to get sniped down in a matter of seconds. Zealots saying, get back here, Stalkers, but the Stalkers can blink away. They're just going to blink over the Zealots, showing off their authority. Immortal going to get isolated, targeted down, nowhere to go. And still a lot of Stalkers alive. Zealots still trying to close the distance, but there's more Stalkers. There's the GG, and Daisy with the 2-0 over our buddy Pal.
Our Pal.
Our Pal. Hopefully Pal keeps his head up.
Yes.
But that was well played there from Daisy. Pretty cool PvP there.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that series there?
You know, I don't want to. I mean, a lot of people will chalk that up to a build order loss.
Sure.
But I'd say losing the Oracle. I feel like his Oracle route was questionable. He sent the Oracle like straight across the map. I would have liked to see him try to be a little bit sneakier. And then if he gets that Oracle into Daisy's base and Daisy's across the map, you know, that Oracle is deadly.
It's one of those things where getting probe damage is great. Getting probe damage on the probes is
I mean, even if he has Blink, even with the expansion going down, I mean, you kill 10 probes, you know, he can't even support 3 gateways.
Yeah. And, like, also, when you're dealing with a push like that, buying time is great. So just having the Oracle around, just having that presence.
Even having it around and forcing Daisy to leave units in his mineral line is a huge deal.
And like so one problem was going across the map so his opponent scouts it.
Yep.
The second problem, just straight up losing the Oracle.
Losing the Oracle, not seeing the Blink tech, not realizing that it was an aggressive play from Daisy. I mean, even if he would have recognized the Blink and started chrono boosting Void Rays, that would have been very, very helpful.
Yeah, it was tough. It was a situation where it was literally this, I don't know, the 7-minute mark.
Things did not go in his favor.
Everything was just going pretty wrong. The expansion was finishing up, but his Robo was just finishing as his Blink Stalker timing was hitting.
Yes.
When a Blink Stalker timing is hitting, you want like 2 Immortals out already.
Yes.
In most ideal situation, maybe a Void Ray. What do you think about Void Ray play against Blink Stalker?
I love Void Rays. Void Rays, especially in Heart of the Swarm, are very effective against Stalkers. And when you have Zealots and Stalkers and Sentries to assist the Void Rays, then it becomes, and especially when you're fighting on the ramp, it becomes very difficult for the Stalkers to engage the Void Rays effectively. So, I mean, Void Rays, good positioning, and you can certainly, without a doubt, hold a Blink Stalker attack.
Great job from Daisy, though, taking the 2-0 there over Pal. Guys, we're going to do a quick bracket update. I'm going to pull that up on my screen over here to see exactly what's going on in the rest of the tournament. You're watching DH Open 2013. As I get this refreshed, here we are. Daisy going 2-0-2-0, taking out Pal, and it looks like Pal beat Penguin earlier. So it's going to come down to, let's see. Yeah, it's going to come down to these last matches. Mache, he has lost 2 times. And Pal, if he wins there, Okay, yeah, this is when round robins get pretty crazy. But Pal definitely wants to be. It's definitely doable there. Daisy's looking good to advance. Needs nothing crazy to happen. Penguin kind of needs a win as well. So we could be in a situation where 3 players are at 2-1. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that. Looking at Group 2, Nina with a 2-0. We got Underdark with a 2 over to Destructicon. Destructicon not having the best day in the world. Keep an eye on that. Rhett taking out his first opponent. Nicely done there. Looking at more results. Any crazy updates? Huang Xin taking out Vicious sort of over Adimus and Breach. Shout at me if there's anything you especially are surprised by here, but all these results look fairly standard at this point. Morrow with the 2 over Bastard. What's the chat going on about there, Mr. Smurf?
They look like there's
any chat updates?
They're excited. They're asking what time is it in Germany. Someone says it's about 10:26 a.m. People are asking about sort of.
Nice.
Good
to see you guys in the
PvPs,
chat. Thanks for hanging out.
Yep.
Sleeping Sentry is in our chat. How you doing, Sleeping Sentry? Are you having a good day? Hopefully you're having a good day. Bly with the 2-0 here over Way Too Smexy. Bly looking good. Probably going to be a favorite to advance to the next group stages. Got Tefl. Ooh, Todd won his first game. That's our last game, by the way. I think it's... No, is it? No, I don't think it's Todd Pass. Ron is checking. Ron is checking what our third game is. It might be Show... Okay, yeah. It's going to be our third game of the day. Our third match is going to be Sort of versus White. Sort of is looking really good right now. Wow, both these guys are 2-0.
Oh boy.
Both these guys haven't dropped a match.
That's exciting.
And they're playing against each other. Sort of versus White. That's going to be our next map, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. But that does it for your bracket update. Keep hanging out there in the chat. Everyone talking about the current time. Two Horns, Little Dog, how's it going? And in Red Panda. Courses. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the MLG stream, bringing you 2013 DreamHack coverage all weekend long. I'm Axel Tosh, joined by Smurf. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more StarCraft 2. Don't go anywhere.